This is Ted the Dream with Pro Power Drive Systems. I'm coming here today to talk to you a little bit about our Pro Power Drive Hitter Hips. It's also known as the Pro Power Drive Hips. This product is a wonderful tool that we designed, and we actually designed it for big league guys that had some problems, and I tell you what, it ended up being a wonderful product for all ages. What the Pro Power Drive Hips does for you is it eliminates two problems. One, of leaking or lunging forward, really getting out there. You know, A-Rod had that great big old leg kick and he'd end up out on the front side real bad. It eliminates that. Hank Bladelock had a habit of popping his hips and his hands were still back here. Well, it got his hips under control to keep him from over-rotating them to where he could start hitting that outside pitch. And the benefit of it is, though, is it strengthens your true firing muscles in your lower half. It strengthens your firing muscles on the inside of your legs. It strengthens your flexors and your hips. And it also teaches you to feel that power coming through. The other thing it'll do for you is it's going to help you with your balance. It's going to teach you to stay balanced throughout your swing, all the way through your swing, and maintain that balance because of the resistance, and it kind of moves you about. So you have to learn to stay balanced with that. Well, I'm going to show you how it works, and we'll go from there. As you can tell, the floor is a two-piece system on the floor. That way you can take it apart and you can put it in the back of any car. What you're going to do is you're going to slide the rear arm back, pin it in place. You're going to lock the vertical arm in. You're going to raise the resistance cords adjustment to where you want it to be no higher than even with your waist, and it could even be an inch or so below it, okay? We have the belt. The belt is a patented system. You have a stationary ring here that can't move, and then you have a floating ring, okay? The stationary ring is for the rotation, to keep you from over-rotating and to build that lower half power. The floating ring is for the overstriding, leaking, however you want to call it. It corrects all that colliding, you know, it keeps you from being a collision hitter. Because when you get here and you come here, it keeps you here. It doesn't let you just get way out here and just kind of get out there, you know what I mean? So go ahead, what you do is you take the stationary ring and you put it on your back hip. Okay, you take the belt, you line up the stationary ring, you put it over here around your waist, you snap it in place and make sure it's good and tight. Okay, you don't want it to be loose, you want it to be good and tight. You take the excess belt and you just slide it in the back of it. All right, now you're going to take your bungee cords. Okay, you have your resistance cords here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the floating ring first so you can see exactly what they do. Okay, say I'm a big time floater. So now what they do is you get resistance in there. Come here. Oh, hey, I can still float, right? So what do? You load it with more. Okay, you come here, you load another one in there. That's much better. There we go. You have tension on it, okay? And what you want to do, you see how you got slack? And then you want to move over about 2 more inches to where you have tension. And now, when you get here, it keeps you here in this good powerful position on this back side here and hitting against this front side. So now when you rotate, you're there. It doesn't let you go here, but it lets you rotate. So it's not hindering your lower half rotation. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Because if you was to load this many on your rotation, you'd only end up about right here. Well, if you got an inside pitch, that's not good enough, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to practice. If you're one of those big time floaters, you get here, you're here, and it's going to keep you in a good position. Now, we want to go ahead and work on the rotation. So we're going to hook it onto the stationary ring. Right there, I'm going to hook one, okay? Go ahead and grab the bat with this, all right? Going to take the slack out of it. Good athletic position. Separate. Swing. Boom. Nothing wrong with that. You can feel it. You can feel that pressure on that rotation. You know, right here, you can see how it's holding me back on that rotation. So it's not letting me over-rotate. It's not, you know, the last thing you want to do is get here, and then this is right here. That's the last thing. But what happens is, your lower half is such a strong part of your body. It's the strongest part of your body. And so what happens is, it starts taking over. And when it starts taking over, it's hard to correct it. Well, this right here is going to correct that, okay? This right here is the corrector, okay? All right, so say we're rotating, we're still rotating too much, hook another cord to it, resistant cord to it, okay? All right, good balance, good everything. Separate, swing, good. I feel that, I'm in the perfect position. I was assuming I was going to hit one down the middle, right? So if I'm hitting one down the middle, my hip is right here, point of contact. That is perfect. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel the power, but you don't want to feel the over rotation. So you want to get here and feel that power. Okay, that's what you want. That's what this is going to do for your hitter. It's going to take it, it's going to correct these two major problems that a lot of hitters have, especially you big boys, okay? Big boys have a lot of problems. Hey, I tell you what, our major league guys, you'd be amazed how many of them use this product because of the issues that they have of over-rotating or lunging forward, getting out there, okay? Getting out here and getting way out there. Well, this right here corrects that. So when you get here, and you're here, it's nothing but good stuff. That's all there is, okay? The other thing is go ahead, take off the floating rings, leave the rotation, and what you can do is you can work on total body from your hands to your feet. What you're going to do is you're going to get the slack out of it. You're going to come here, you're going to load, swing, load, swing, and you're going to feel that, okay? The stronger you get, the more bungees you add. Okay, stronger you get, the heavier ball you add. Okay, to where you have a strong hands, strong core, strong legs. Okay, and you can see it's kind of pulling me about a little bit. So I have to really focus on that balance point. Okay, see, that's much better. See, you gotta. And that right there, my friend, will help you from top to bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I want you to see how well it works when you actually swing. So I'm going to grab our Pro Power Drive Swing Trainer T. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to show you what a great combination the two actually make. Okay? That's the beauty about all of our hitting products. They all integrate with one another, and they all help you to where you can benefit from each one of them individually, or you can use them together. And this leg bar here, the leg setup bar, the silver bar, is so important to the aspects of hitting because it builds that hand-eye coordination off your power point. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to load a couple of them on the rotation, on the floating, and now I'm going to load a couple on the rotation. Okay, I'm going to get the slack out. Okay, right there. So now, as you can tell, I need to move my T over. So I need to take it, move it back a little to where I can pull. Good deal. There we go, right there. Move it over just a little. Check myself. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Get here. Then load. Head on the ball, hands through the ball. And you see how that is? And boy, you can really feel it. I'm not much of a big rotating type person as far as over rotating, so you really might not be able to see it too much on me, but I tell you what, you get somebody that likes to fire those hips right away like that and over rotate them, and you'll see a big difference in their swing. Okay, and like I said, it's going to kind of pull you about a little bit, and so what it's going to do is it's going to actually work on you staying in that good balanced dry position. As you can tell, I think I'm getting better on my balance. I mean, it keeps you in a good, powerful position. You feel that power coming out of that back leg. And I tell you what, after you use it for a while, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your butt, in your hips, in your legs, and that right there. I tell you what, to have a product that's going to eliminate two major problems and teach you and build you the proper rotation and build you the proper muscles to get the power out of that lower half is very, very incredible how that is. Well, this is Teddy V with Pro Power Drive Systems, and I tell you what, I just can't say enough about this fine product. This is the Pro Power Drive Hips. Bring the power to your game.